all, I'd say it was a very successful day.
It was a wonderful wedding.
I'm just happy that they wanted to keep it a small wedding.
Caroline was a lovely bride, wasn't she?
It was a stunning dress. You outdid yourself.
Everyone seemed to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice Margot and Bill Spencer? Everything seems to be getting rather serious on that front.
Oh, I'd be very surprised if Margot ever got married.
Why would you say that?
Because she's still in love with you.
Stop, Stephanie.
It's a fact of life. And it's obvious to anyone who sees her looking at you. Oh, come on. I'm sure that there are many women that are secretly in love with you, perhaps not even so secretly. Take Mrs. Logan today, for instance. Well, she was totally infatuated with you. But who wouldn't be? An internationally famous fashion designer, wealthy, attractive, virile, as I remember.
Don't start, Stephanie.
Shouldn't I have said that?
Why don't we just enjoy the end of a very significant evening in our lives? Thorne married. The first of our children to marry.
True. And I've never seen him so happy.
They make a beautiful couple.
Yeah.
Ridge handled himself very well.
It was a terrible ordeal for him.
And he still stepped forward to be the best man. I didn't even think he'd be at the wedding.
I didn't either. And I don't suppose he would have. If Caroline hadn't asked him.
Did she?
Yes. I could see it took a terrible emotional toll on him. Imagine watching your brother marry a woman that you love.
Ridge showed a lot of class.
Doesn't surprise me.
I didn't see him leave. Did you?
Yes, and I wasn't pleased with it.
That he left?
No, who he left with.
You go ahead. I'm not really that hungry. The food here's pretty good.
My mind, it's in 6 different places tonight.
I know.
How'd this happen?
What?
You and me now? Together? Did I ask you, or?
As I recall, it was more of an order on your part.
Sorry.
Don't be.
I never should have involved you. My mind is this messed up.
I know the kind of mood you were in when we left. Ridge, I do understand.
You do, don't you?
Caroline and I are very close.
Do you think she got the best man?
Where did that come from?
Her old man?
Caroline's?
You got it. Bill Spencer. God, what a pompous ass.
I get the feeling that there's more between you and him than I really know about.
Yeah, a lot more. That girl your brother brought to the wedding, How'd that happen?
Alex? He just asked her, I guess.
Caroline's father didn't introduce them by any chance.
Her father, no. Storm said that he used to go to college with her. He's been dating her off and on. Why do I get the feeling that you know her? Or knew her?
Just a strange coincidence. It's a hell of a strange coincidence.
I've got an idea. Why don't we go for a walk on the beach?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you?
Alone?
Listen, I tried to explain to you that
I know. You have your mind in 6 different places.
what?
I'm just wondering how long you're gonna feel sorry for yourself. You know, there's a whole world out there if you just give it a chance.
You gotta hand it to the Foresters.
You know, I never really believed people actually lived that way. Could you believe the size of that place?
It was like being in a movie.
Oh, it really is such a lovely home. Even more so being there as a guest. Mrs. Forrester was very nice to include all of us. Gators did a good job, didn't you think?
Nothing you couldn't have done better, Mom. I'm just glad you didn't have to.
To tell you the truth, so am I.
Caroline sure did look beautiful though, didn't she? Oh, God, wasn't her dress incredible? You know, I heard Mr. Forrester designed it himself. Can you imagine wearing an original Forrester creation?
Must be a very special feeling.
I just wish it wasn't over already. I could have stayed there and danced all night long.
Well, there's no reason for the celebration to end. Donna, you don't have to go home yet, do you?
No, I can stay. Oh, great. Let's make some popcorn. All right, just like old times.
Yeah, you two handle it. Everything's in the kitchen.
Come on, Katie.
Who gave you the flower? Today meant a lot to you, didn't it, Mom?
Oh, Storm, I can't tell you. Just being in Eric's home. So much a part of his life.
I couldn't help but notice how much time he spent around you.
I know, I was beginning to feel a little bit conspicuous.
I don't think anyone else picked up on it.
He really is such a special man.
Mom?
No, Storm. I'm not expecting anything. In fact, I'm quite certain that nothing will ever come of our relationship. But it doesn't matter. You see? It's enough for me. Just to know he still cares. He still thinks about me after all these years. And I can be content. Just very content to see him from time to time.
Eric Forrester won't leave it at that. Believe me. I watched him today, the way he looked at you. And whether he's admitted it to you or to himself, that man is in love with you.
Are you saying that Ridge wasn't alone when he left the reception?
No, he wasn't.
Who was he with?
Brooke.
Brooke.
Clever little manipulator, that one.
Why do you say that?
Because she's been pursuing him for some time.
I doubt that. And even if she were, Brooke's a very attractive young girl. God knows Ridge could use that kind of a distraction right now. And she's Caroline's friend. She understands the dynamics of that relationship. What better person to understand Ridge's current state of mind? Now, if Ridge is out with Brooke Logan, I, for one, couldn't be happier.
Well, obviously she has the whole world fooled.
Listen, Logan. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's someone trying to run my life.
Whoever said anything about running your life? It's just when I see someone going out of his way to make himself miserable.
And I'm just supposed to forget about Caroline just like that?
No, of course you're not supposed to forget about her. But sooner or later, you are going to have to back off and accept what is. Ridge, she's married now. Nothing is going to change that. And the best thing you can do for yourself now is live your life.
With you.
Maybe. The point is not to let atrophy set in.
Just eats the hell at me, knowing another man's making love to her tonight. Even my brother. Especially my brother.
I'm ready to go now.
What?
You heard me. Take me home.
That does it. I'm stuffed.
Me too. Popcorn on top of all those hors d'oeuvres. Mom, when did you make us do this?
Oh, no. It's not my fault. You were the popcorn queen.
It seems like old times.
Yeah, it sure does, Donna. You gotta come around more often.
By the way, where do you suppose Brooke is? Yeah. You know, I didn't even see her leave the Foresters.
I did. With Ridge Forrester.
Ridge and Brooke? You've got to be kidding.
I'm sure your sister will be home soon.
With his reputation? Don't count on it. He's awfully cute, isn't he? Oh, Katie, cute doesn't even begin to describe him.
Well, I don't know about you night owls, but I think I'm going to turn in.
Good idea.
I'm pretty beat myself.
Oh, Donna, this may be a little early to talk about Christmas plans, but I just wanted to know whether you and Mark had thought about spending some of the holidays with us.
I don't know, Mom.
Yeah, it won't be the same without you.
Oh, Katie, I'd love to be here. I'm just not so sure about Mark.
Well, I can understand if he wants to be with his own family.
It's not what I mean. I'm not sure we'll still be together. You mean you and Mark are breaking up? Well, it's just not working out the way I thought it would.
I wondered if something was wrong when you didn't bring him to the wedding.
Oh, Mom, it's not Mark's fault. I mean, he tries. Just, maybe you were right. Maybe we were just too young. So what are you gonna do?
Not sure yet.
Donna, do you think that you'll be staying in your apartment?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you think it'd be all right if maybe I thought about moving home?
Would it be all right? Oh, I can't imagine a better Christmas present.
Well, I haven't talked to Mark about it yet.
But, honey, I just want you to remember that this is your home, and you have a family here who loves you. We'll be waiting for you whenever you want to come back.
Thanks, Mom.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of the way you insist on maligning the Logan family.
Have you had your head buried in the sand? Obviously, you must have, that you wouldn't see she'd been attracted to him from the very beginning. Before Ridge and Caroline even had problems.
Stephanie, Brooke is Caroline's best friend.
Exactly my point. She says absolutely no scruples when it comes to friendship.
How can you make an accusation like that?
Simple. She's fascinated with this family's wealth and power, and she wants a piece of it. What I can't understand is why Ridge doesn't see it.
Because it's not true. Now, look, I have no problem with Brooke and Ridge seeing one another. And I think you're bordering on paranoia with all this talk about the Logans trying to take over this family.
Let me tell you something. Brooke deliberately kept Ridge's letter from Caroline. What do we know about this family? We don't know anything about them. Why would Mrs. Logan deliberately lead me to believe that her husband was still living in that home, when in reality he deserted that family years ago? All I'm saying is that there's more here than meets the eye. And before it goes any further, before Ridge is taken in, I intend to find out all about this.
I hesitate to even ask.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to get to know Mrs. Logan. I'm going to get to know her so well that there isn't anything about that family that I won't know.
You sure as hell have a short fuse.
Can you blame me? Who wants to spend time with a guy who's determined to sulk all night?
Well, you think that's what I'm doing?
Aren't you? Whatever's going on with Caroline right now, you can't do a thing in the world to change it. In fact, you're the reason she's where she is now. You knew what you had to do to keep her, but you couldn't. Or wouldn't. You can't have it both ways, you know.
And what are you, some kind of expert?
You'd be surprised. Want some advice?
Do I have a choice?
Quit feeling sorry for yourself and realize it's possible things worked out for the best.
How do you figure that?
Unless I'm very mistaken, and I don't think I am, you're not the kind of man who lives his life on anyone else's terms. You wouldn't compromise your lifestyle for Caroline. And my guess is, if you had her now, you still wouldn't be willing to compromise.
You know something? You're damn pretty when you're mad.
You're right. I'm just surprised you noticed.
Like I said, I had a lot of things in my mind.
Just as long as one of them's me. You're getting better already.
Better at what?
That remains to be seen.
Everything okay out here?
Fine, Storm. Thanks. I was just coming in. Good night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.
You mad at me?
No.
I just wasn't sure what Forrester had in mind.
Sure you were, Storm. Your timing was perfect.
I hope you mean that.
Oh, I do, Big Brother.
You're hooked on this guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Very hooked.
You know you're playing in the major leagues now.
I know.
And you could be in for a big fall if you lose.
I've thought of that too. But you know something? After tonight, I'm not so sure I will. But I do know something. It will be very interesting.